Welcome to our daily Zohar. We'd like to invite you again to join us on Facebook at Yeshiva Etzion, Etzion, and you can reach us, questions, requests at rabbigaon@gmail.com. The issue of kosher diet is a major issue for many people. And many people say, really, why should I keep kosher? I know the Torah said, but why should I keep kosher? And so on. There is a story, or not story, in the Tanakh on three people. The people were Daniel, actually four people, Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. There were four people, the story with them. They were kids that were taken into the Babylonian palace, etc., etc., etc. So the Zohar asked the question, we learned, what was it that Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, what did they merit to be saved from the tests that usually people are faced when they come to become house members in places of great freedom and luxury, etc., if you know what I mean. It says, the reason is, Mishum shelo nitmeu b'ma'achlam. They did not unpurify themselves with their food. In other words, they kept kosher. Amar Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yehuda said, Katuv, it says, Vayasem Daniel al libo asher lo yitgael befat bag hamelech. Daniel engraved it on a heart, so-called, that he would not get unpurified. Litgael is also to become dirty with the bread that would be served by the king, or in the king's palace. And we learn in the Sod HaMishnah, the secret of the Mishnah, tells us that what this Rasha used to feed them, basar bechalav, meat and milk together. He used to make them cheeseburgers, all kind of like sauces with heavy cream, whipped cream, with whatever it was. Not only that, he used to do gvina basar, cheese and meat. Chutz mima'achalim acherim, besides other food. That was his thing. V'zeh ala al shulchano b'chol yom. And he used to eat this every day on the table, besides other food. That was his thing. He had an obsession for basar bechalav. V'Daniel shenishmar mizeh, and Daniel was very careful about what went into his mouth. Kesheshlichu oto lebor ha'arayot, when they threw him into the lion's den, haya shalem betzelem ribono. He was complete. I will say exactly what it means. He was complete with the shape that God has given him. Velo nishtana tzalmo letzelem acher. And his, again, image, shape, was not changed to something else. Ve'al ken yeru ha'arayot mimeno. And because of that, the lions were fearful of him. You learn from here that when you eat non-kosher food, your body, maybe you'll gain more weight, but your body is your body. But Tzelem Elokim does not refer to necessarily or only to the physical shape. Tzelem Elokim refers to that neshama, that spirit inside of you. When you eat non-kosher food, it would change you. It blemishes your spirituality. According to the Ari, is the lack of our ability to process, to digest, and separate the spark from the husk, the edible from the non-edible. Therefore, it overwhelms you. For example, let's say you are lactose intolerant. You have a condition where you don't have a certain enzyme in your intestines to break the sugars, the lactose from the milk or from the cheese. So it causes you great discomfort, stomach aches, diarrhea, cramps, and on and on and on. Non-kosher food does not mean that it does not taste good. It's just above our ability to digest and separate the spiritual element of the food without any harm to us. In a way, keeping kosher is a special diet for spirituality. It's a diet that will help you maintain or elevate yourself in the spiritual level. As much as a person would exercise and train differently for weightlifting, rather than to, let's say, if he's running a marathon, they will have to eat different types of food. So is for the exercise of the spiritual, you need different type of food as well. When you eat non-kosher food, it blemishes you. It creates a spiritual cholesterol. And that in a way would affect your shape, your spiritual shape. When the animals saw that, when the lion saw Daniel and he was so unblemished, he was intact spiritually, they were fearful from him, velo chiblu oto, and did not harm him. Ve'arashau, and that wicked person, בשעה שהמלכות הוסרה ממנו, when he was removed from his throne, ועם חיות השדה היה מגורו, and he lived with animals of the field, הוסר צלם פניו ממנו, that image of a human in a way was removed from him, ולא נראה צלמו כצלם אדם, and to an animal he did not look like a human. HaKadosh Baruch Hu put it in place that animals will be fearful of men. So he gave us this thing, this spiritual thing. Certain animals would be able to feel the person. What do you mean they feel the person? They feel his spirit. A horse whisperer. Right? You go to a dog. There's a terrific dog. You come next to him, I didn't do anything. He feels something with your spirit that it's not good. And yet, could be a vicious dog, and you go there, and the dog will come down. It is something in you that generates out. We don't want to acknowledge that. But the truth of the matter is, non-corrupt beings like animals or babies would feel that. That's why